you've ever sponsored in the business, just pop your hand up. Yeah, so look at that. What that tells is a huge story that you know what it takes to build a team. You've done it before, so you can do it again. The chances are the more you do it, the more people you'll sponsor, the easier it'll become, the more competent you'll feel, and the more enjoyable it is. But I'm guessing that in your business at the moment, there is an opportunity for you to grow further. And that's either because you want something on your business goals to come true, or you're looking for a personal change or an improvement around the goals that you've set yourself and your family this year. So in a similar way to where I was with 4 case credits, my relationship with that, which I talked about this morning, team building at times has been my nemesis. Yeah, it can be a thing that if I don't stay following the system, I get a little bit frightened of the system, or you start to doubt, oh, will I ever recruit again? Where's that next person going to come from? Is this more difficult than I think? And there's quite a few people nodding. Yeah, so it's lovely that we are more alike than what we are different. So let's just take a little look at the business building cycle. Again, like 4 case credits, I think what's really important about the business building cycle is understanding how to travel through it. Very often, if we have an uncomfortable experience travelling through the system, it's because we're missing something out, or maybe we just haven't taken the time to learn one of the quadrants of that cycle. If it's not one of those 2 things, then generally it becomes about frequency of travelling it. Very often, the more you do this, the more comfortable you'll feel, and like anything in life, we're not born with the skills to do things, we learn them through repetition. So, why would you use this cycle? Why would you get up every single day and think, right, today I'm going to travel that cycle? Well, very often it's about whatever you decided to join Forever for. Why did you decide to give up some precious time in your life to create a change, to have more of something, to get away from something? So if we can stay connected to what your reason why is, then we know, and we've seen this over the decades in Forever, what we know is that people are more likely to work that business building cycle. Now, if you can also stay so connected to what this business gives you the opportunity to achieve, and you can think about what is it that I can offer somebody else to give them the same opportunities that you've got. I used to describe it as hope in the early days in my business. That's what this business was. It was giving me hope about what the next chapter of my life could look like. So when we're prepared to share that with other people, then we really have got the other person's needs front of our mind. And it becomes a lot easier to travel this business building cycle because it's not about us. It's about what we can provide, what we can invite other people to take a look at, potentially for them to see the potential in, and then for them to change their lives. So the reasons why you travel this business building cycle, if you're not traveling through this cycle, there's a real danger that your business is not growing. If you're not growing, if your business isn't growing, you're either going to shrink or, your business dies. Again, those are the rules of any business. So what I'm sharing this afternoon, linked to our business building cycle, is exactly the same rules of any business. So the opportunity to grow means that you can get to where you want to go. But whenever I think about why I would travel this business building cycle, it's about the new people who I can meet along the way. Only yesterday did I post in a private team page about meeting a lady called Jill and a lady called Laura. Laura joined the business in August frontline last year. Jill joined in September. Had I not been prepared to travel the business building cycle, I wouldn't have 2 good friends who are based in the Northwest, where I'm living at the moment, who are so excited about what this business can give them and are on their journey to start their own story of success Now, if I were to take away the Jills, the Lauras, the Susans, the Carols, who I've been working more closely with over this last 6 months, there's no way the business would feel as rewarding as it's been. Now, there are a few of the people who've touched my world. What about the people who've touched your world? Just take a moment to think about if you've sponsored over the last 3 to 6 months in your business, who have you met? What difference has that person made to your life? Is there a new friendship in there? There may not have been massive, big goals achieved yet because it's still early days. But I'm guessing there's been some real celebrations of success to be had along the way. And that could be about confidence, could be about friendship, it could be about income, it could be about the quality of life. It could be about personal development. So traveling this cycle gives us an opportunity to bring new people into our lives, into our business, and often our own energy comes from people who we're hanging out with. The people that we work with generally determine how far our business goes. Yeah, there's a case credit volume, and there's a bigger activity to be had. But if you just think about human to human, the interaction that you thrive off, that's what new people bring. So not only is the business building cycle giving you the opportunity to bring new people in, develop new friendships, lift that energy up, commercially, in your business, you're benefiting from a duplication. So you're duplicating yourself. What you're doing is you're creating more people who have the capacity to invest more time in the network that you're creating. So if you're somebody who's sat here on your own today and you've never introduced a team member, that's exciting. Because what you've got your hands on is the opportunity to go out, share this opportunity with people and duplicate yourself. So if you're somebody who's doing a couple of case credits at the moment, by finding somebody who has a love for our product in the same way that you do or similar needs, you've got the opportunity to go and create 4 or 6 case credits just as a result of finding one new person. If you're a 4 case credit retailer at the moment and you haven't stepped into recruitment, finding your first 5 people and helping them earn their £300 minimum of profit is going to lead you to a place where we're gaining 20 case credits into your business. So the business building cycle, the more we travel it, it allows us to find more new people, and in turn, activity will come from that. And that'll be based on whatever those people's goals are. But what I mentioned at the beginning was there's different quadrants. And to get really good at traveling this cycle your way and enjoying it, it is about understanding those 4 quadrants. Having the ability to build a great contact list at the beginning, your who do you know list. Getting comfortable with making contact with people. And the more you can pick up the phone, the better that contact becomes, or better still, face-to-face. Knowing how to share the full business opportunity at a business presentation. And there's different methods of doing that. And then that final quadrant of taking action. When people see potential in what we have, taking action quickly to make it about them, to build their bespoke plan for their goals using the same training system that we've used for 4 decades in the company that creates success all around the world. So in this slot, what we're going to do is we're going to go into those 4 quadrants. We're going to start with the who do you know list, we'll come to the business presentation, and then later this afternoon, you're going to hear from somebody who is exceptional when it comes to contacting and showing the business. So, the first speaker who I'm going to introduce is a lady. You're blessed to have some really, really great speakers in this slot. So the first person, soaring manager. So she's travelled the business building cycle lots. She's local to you, and she's achieved all sorts of incentives in the company. So Fiona is going to take us through the who do you know list.